Hey guys, welcome to our first impressions review of Nioh 2. We're in the alpha here. We're just checking out the gameplay of this one, playing on a PS4 Pro, capturing on an Elgato. We're just going to see what we got. We're going to see how Nioh is. I did the tutorial here, but now we're going to jumping into the actual game. Not sure how far it goes, not sure how much freedom they give you, not sure how long it is, but you know I like my first impressions review opening the box so you don't have to spend your hard-earned money in this case. It's just a code, but to see what we've got in the way of... this new Nioh alpha, to see what we can predict out of Nioh 2, which I imagine is going to come later this year if they're already at the alpha, but who knows with how games kind of the pace they move at these days. But it's certainly a good sign. And to be frank with you, the fact that as little seems changed as it seems is probably a sign that they didn't have to do too much. It means we might get the game sooner, but could also be a point of issue if they haven't made many changes or upgrades from the previous version. But gonna go ahead and change. The loot system seems the same. They give you the up down arrows based on what you find and how that compares to what you could be using. And we've got our prayer statue, our Konamis or whatever they're called. I don't remember the names. I hope they still have the situation where you can find those throughout the level. Can I level up? Yep, use your Amrita. I know the drill. I'm going to go ahead and go for strength. I want to hit harder. That's always my MO when I'm playing a Souls-like or a Souls game. I want to be able to kill an enemy fast. Oh, and a skill point was obtained. I forgot about the trees. Samurai, I guess. Oh my god, it looks like the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. It seems it's probably actually just a situation of presentation, because if you look, we still have direct lines coming off of the center. So, like, this appears to be my low stance or key pulse based on the positioning. This is passives, as is this. High. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. The skill trees seem so silly. This is low stance only. I'm gonna be in mid the most, I would think. Passives are always good though. Bare-handed. I'm not gonna be bare-handing. Bow damage. Activates when you recover key. That's high stance only. Like, where's a mid stance key pulse? Do you already have that unlocked by default? Change another stance on schedule. Give a key recover. I mean, God. Whatever. Bow damage. I mean, we're just in the demo. I don't want to spend all day in the menus. Hatchets, swords, spears, odachis. I wonder if this is going to be the full... All of these have skill trees. They've managed to take an overwhelming system and make it, what seems to be, in my opinion, that much more overwhelming. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I was just curious. They still have all the lore tucked away here. They seem to have changed very little. But it's early. I want to give it a fair shake. And I mean, I like the first Nioh. I mean, I'm going to play it. I just think you hope to see a little bit more of a change from one to another. They still highlight where you've picked something up so you know what you can change. I'm not sure if I can slow myself down by what I equip. This woman is dead. I know. Alright. I know you could unlock a backstab at one point in the other games. Or in the other... I say other games, but in Nioh. I let my key get empty. Gotta make sure I'm paying attention. Arrow, but I have no bow. I cut his hand off. I don't think... Could you remove body parts in Nioh 1? I don't remember that, but I do like it. How could I be careless? Alright. Let's see. What do we have? Apologies for the echo there. It's a stone. I don't even remember what that can do. Is that another baddie? Hatchets. I am kind of curious in checking out the new weapons. So let's do it. Oh, you can have 2 melee weapons. I forgot. But does it weigh you down? How do I change between melee weapons as well? Oh, the up and down, left, right. I think I hold something to do it. Yep, R1. And now I've got these. Oh, okay. I could have some fun with this. Can I sneak? I wonder why he turned gold there. Could I have done something to kill him more efficiently? Ah. I always hate... I don't like picking up loot that is worse than the loot I already have. But... only because you end up in this game going through a lot of your... Oh, hello. Jesus. That guy got me. Only because you end up doing a lot of... like, menu maintenance. Because you're carrying, like, 3,000 of everything. I don't want a spear right now. Only because it's not that fun to fight with, frankly. Apologies to all you spear lovers out there. I understand. Can I open you yet? Yeah, okay. And it really is a Souls-like. If you were wondering, that's your undying proof. Does not open from this side. Final blow. See, they're giving me a tutorial here anyway. It's annoying they make you go through a tutorial before that, but that's why I've spared you from this and, you know, let you guys miss out. Just so you know, though, the dojo is exactly the same. If you remember the one from Nioh 1, same dojo. And this feels like a similar introductory area to Nioh 1, in fact. I won't keep harping too much on the similarities, but I also think I'd be remiss to not tell you that they're there. The engine seems the same. The graphics look the same. I mean, Nioh 1 was a fantastic looking game on the PS4 Pro, and that's what we're doing here. But that's not to say I don't think it could be improved upon. I think you've seen games that have looked better. Horizon is one of the best. God of War, Sekiro, I'd say are the best looking PS4 games, especially on the Pro. Is my health what's down up there? I'll eat a pellet, or whatever they call them in this one. There's a knockdownable ladder there. So similarly to Dark Souls, a lot of interconnect. And I shouldn't approach this as if the only people watching are people who have played Nioh 1. Nioh is a Souls-like game. It was a game heavily influenced by the Dark Souls series, but took it into this sort of Eastern world, put it in the fully like sort of samurai setting, which was very cool. And they built upon it in a few interesting ways. It's more of a Diablo-style loot system, and very focused on ki and stamina, rather than, or I should say more so than like a Souls game typically is. Oh, I should say also not just with yourself, but with enemies. You can see enemy stamina bars under their health, as you can see right here on this enemy. You can do death blows, and that is sort of another layer to the way that the combat works. You have your own ki, which you can recover by hitting R1 at the perfect time. So you can also sort of string out a longer chain of attacks if you have good timing there. They also built upon it in that the levels are done in such a way that you go in and out of missions. It's not a fully open world. And a New Game Plus system, which is interesting, where you can pick those missions and navigate in and out of the like New Game Plus versions of those missions and the regular, depending on what you want. So, whoa, I just threw something at him. I'm not sure how. Similarly to a Souls game. Oh, those arrows fly slow. Maybe more slowly than Nioh 1, or at least definitely more slowly than Dark Souls. But similarly to a Souls game, it's all about also isolating enemies, making sure you don't take on too many people at once, being slow and, you know, using tactics, how you approach areas, exploring, and then probably most importantly for a Souls, like learning enemy attack patterns so that you can do the dance and dodge and punish openings of your enemies while sort of like mitigating your own risk. I am a little bit confused about where I have and haven't been I don't believe there is drop attacks in this like there is in the Soul series. Oh, hello. I did not know you were looking at me. Don't fall down, please. I'm going to need to take another pellet. Also, hopefully I find some because I'm hurting for health. And I haven't really found any shortcuts or anything. Send a storehouse, that's fine. Like I mentioned, you don't want to take on too many people at once, and you certainly don't want to be getting shot by archers while you're in the middle of a fight. Oh, there are drop attacks. I don't know if that's added or I just forgot about it. I also saw there's efficiency. I forgot about that. That's a system that sort of became unimportant eventually in Nioh because you would just automatically increase your efficiency of the weapon type that you liked because you were using it. But essentially your efficiency in a weapon goes up as you use it and gets stronger. So it encourages you to cycle through weapons that you might want to use for certain situations. Dude, that other samurai is dead. I've died. We have our first death. The other thing that works similar to Dark Souls in this game is your experience is left on the ground in the form of your spirit animal. Guardian spirit, there it is. And so, in order to get that back, you have to get back to the spot where you died and collect it before you can check it in. I'm not sure what that purple... That's not my spirit animal, is it? Or did I already retreat this far back to where I began? What's cool, unlike the Soul series, dang, the body removal. So these graves, by the way, are people that you can... These are people who will come fight with you. These are people you can fight to get some loot. They're called revenants, and you can get loot from players who have died. When Nioh 1 first launched, there wasn't a proper, like, true online, and that was sort of their way of connecting you to other players. They then did eventually launch a full proper online where you could play with friends or strangers on the internet who are willing to help you. A regular troop casa. That's a helmet. But in the meantime, the way they reminded you that other people were also playing the game was by having you find their bodies and take the loot from them by fighting their ghosts. So my guardian should be around here somewhere. This time I'm going for this guy because there's an opening right now. Oh god, I think the other dude was so close. Alright, we're in trouble here. Especially because I haven't collected my spirit yet. And 4 people is absolutely too many to take on in this kind of game. So what you want to do is make sure now my risk is mitigated a little bit because I was able to recapture my guardian. So if I die, I'm just right back where I started. However, I did come down. I heal. I hope that they get chained at like such, and then I'll reinitiate when I can ice them. Not like that. I meant to sneak up on one. You can wait longer, let them spread out a little bit, and then take them on one-on-one. But that is the thing about a Souls game as well. You don't want to, get impatient. It's just going to punish you. So I'll be curious to see. Honestly, there we go. We can get a death blow. I like the zoom in. It feels pretty good. I'm calling it a death blow because of Sekiro. I don't remember what they're called in this game, but go. All right. So we're back here. We got our bow. I guess the main thing I need to be doing is picking people off using a bow. That's pretty standard. Nioh, go for the headshots. And then you don't have to deal with as many enemies. I mean, there are very few situations in which you want to make things harder for yourself. And it's easy to forget you have a bow. It's much tighter and feels much better to use in a Nioh game than it does in a Dark Souls game. And it's, as a result, much more satisfying. Hitting someone in the head with a bow and popping that off so that you don't have to deal with them, that's what it's all about. And you get that little red cursor so you know you're going to make proper contact. Now, I don't know if I set off any other enemies that way, but they're not going to be able to get to me anyway. Yikes. Somebody shot me from somewhere. Oh, there's that dude stationed up ahead. I forgot about him. So now we've got a good old-fashioned... There we go. I was going to say shootout. Where's the OG dude? He's probably running up here to get to me, huh? Where did I get him? I'll know when I get ambushed in the back, I suppose. Oh, no, there he is. He is very bloody. It's funny, I guess the blood goes based on the number of damage he has, not really where he's been hit. Alright. Now, where's your pal? This man looks like one I'm going to want to drop in on. They don't seem to care that their friends die. They don't, like, discover the bodies or anything like that. Well, I missed. At this point, you'll notice I'm going all in, ignoring the guy behind me, just because I want to make sure it's one-on-one. But that guy is very bad at hearing. No fucks given for his friend. Which is unfortunate. So as soon as he turns around, we're going to get him. I don't have the backstab yet. Oh, shit. He's also apparently blind. Oh, no. He's got the upper hand. He's got the upper hand. We're going to eat a pellet, and we're going to fight. His sword is so long. This is bad news. His stamina is pretty low, though. So if I could get it down to a death blow, although so is mine. Alright. He encouraged aggression. I mean, if he had chosen to swing at will, I'd be dead. And so, thankfully he was not very aggressive. So I was able to recover a little bit. I'm not sure what time of day it is. It's a little bit ambiguous. It's like dusk or twilight or something. I would definitely like to get to where I can open the shortcut. I feel that I've done enough to prove myself at this point. Nioh is usually pretty fair, similarly to a Souls game, about giving you rewards for your progress. However, it's a little bit probably more old school, like Dark Souls 1 rather than 3, where you got a checkpoint every 10 seconds. Or Sekiro. Sekiro was very friendly with checkpoints, but I feel like Sekiro's general MO is not to frustrate the player as much as maybe Souls traditionally had. Apologies if you disagree and feel differently. By all means, you know, mileage may vary for these games. Anyone in here ready to attack me? Blindside me? No? Okay. I'm not going to use Spirit Stones. I guess the one reason to use a Spirit Stone is to fill up your chain. Holy hell. No Chikatana. Fallen Swordsman locks, sure. These boots, absolutely. Alright, so most of that is an improvement. That's nice. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go up to that. I'm going to go up to that. I'm going to go up to that. Hopefully, wait, these are better. Why are these? Yeah, these are better. Okay. And then nothing there. And I'm upgrading boots. All right. Looking pretty cool if you ask me. All right, let's see. I'm really jonesing to find a shortcut. I think through here. This seems promising. Wait, where am I? I already opened this. Benevolent grave. Request assistance. I don't want to do that. It shows you their loadout still, though. That's interesting. So you know who you're getting to come in to help you, at least in terms of their material goods, which is how we should always define a person. Oh, by God, how don't you see me? Okay. That looks very boss fighty, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Can you not see me, my dude? Let's go. This is the most blind army in history. And I'm thankful. Oh, and a door. Okay. So I think that probably will be a boss fight, and they've just been so gracious as to give me a shortcut. That was the other thing I was going to say. Similarly to Dark Souls 1, since these missions are self-contained, your checkpoints are not like lanterns or anything, but rather shortcuts. And I have to remember the location of this in relativity to here. But I am going to rest because we can level up now. You'll notice in the bottom right, I want to exit out just so you can see this. Oh, I can receive a Kodama blessing because I found one. We'll talk about that in a second. But I just want to show you, if you notice in the bottom right there, your Amrita or souls turn gold right where it says 1773. That's white normally until your Amrita hits the threshold needed for your next upgrade level, which is a very nice sort of quality of life thing. It also makes like a little ching noise when you pass it, just so you know, okay, now I've got enough. If I were to die, I'd essentially be losing a level. It's a very positive quality of life thing, in my opinion. And so I just want to make note of that. There's a lot of improvements in sort of quality of life things that they consider in this game that I'm a fan of. So I just want to point that out. All right, so I'm not sure. Has anybody in here played Nioh 2 or seen any of the demo yet? All right, so the problem here is I can get to that door, but you don't want to rush through and be getting chased. So I am at least going to clear out this guy. I believe he's the only enemy before the shortcut. No reason not to be safe before I go on and get messed up by a boss. I believe that guy. Oh, shit. You can see me better with the sun in his eyes, or without the sun in his eyes. Maybe that was the problem last time. I had trouble seeing him that time. Hey, he just beat the hell out of that wall, didn't he? I'm going to try my key return. Oh, it's R1. I got to get better about that. There we go. See, so by hitting that key, I was able to just continue my chain of attack, which meant I was able to take him out more easily. Now, I think I did pick up some more loot here. I just always want to make sure I have the best loot possible. I noticed the equipment weight up there in the top right. You do still have equipment burden, which is something I'm going to think of. I want to stay as fast as possible. That's always a priority of mine in these games. This shouldn't one-shot him because of his helmet, but it takes him pretty dang close. And you can finish him while he's on the ground. Alright, so if we get stuck, you could call assistance to a boss fight. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was so busy talking to you guys about the Amrita, I forgot to actually level up or take the Kodama blessing. That'd be a silly way to go into a boss fight, and I'm not about that life. No need to make a Souls-like harder on you than it already is. I'm also interested to hear from you guys in the comments. Do you think that a Souls game, a Nioh, is easier or harder overall than a Souls game? I'd be curious to hear what you think. I'm going up 2 there. I'm going up 1 stamina and 1 strength. I think that's going to be my situation here. I'm not really worried about my health. One thing I don't like is they want to keep the UI neat, so the health and stamina bars up there in the top left stay even. It's just that the amount of damage you take as a result of getting hit lessens. And I'd rather the bar get bigger as I go. I want to feel it. I want to feel the upgrades happen. We have the Kodama. Receive Kodama blessing. I got the healer blessing. So you can turn that on based on all the different ones you find. Which means now I can get more of a drop rate for elixirs, which is what I want. I kept calling them pellets, but... Alright. Time to forge ahead. See what we got in terms of fights. I don't know if I would stay with the... Oh, see, we're already at maximum familiarity with the Hadgets. I don't think that's necessarily the same as... Oh, I don't have any left. That's not the same as your efficiency, I don't believe, but it's like a subcategory. Did I just grab his nut and kick him? That is disrespectful. Alright. That means I've been using arrows a little bit too liberally, but that's okay. You'll notice the chains of damage. You can see sometimes if they're critical, if they're red, and if they inflict like a certain type of damage, like it'll be orange for fire, green for earth, purple for poison, etc. I'm not sure this is a boss fight, but you can see that fog in there. That's a yokai. It's like a mini demon boss. One of my complaints from Nioh 1 was a lack of variety in the enemy types. And so, obviously in one level or in one alpha, I'm not sure that's something that will necessarily tell me whether or not they've improved that. But it's a good opportunity because I'm going to assume they're going to use everything they had in the first game, and then will they have already added more? And that's a question we might be about to get some answers to. I don't know if this is going to be one of those big horn clowns that we're about to find out together right now. Also, they tend to bridge progress. You'll notice behind him there's a gate. I'm going to have to clear this out, fight this bad boy before I can advance. Like I said, it's a mini-boss, so let's do it. He has a... Oh my god, a dope beard. And he looks like Island. I am very hung up on the buttons here. I know you can... I'll tell you what we're going to do. I don't really remember what my powers are from this. But, so with these guys, you take damage. That lessens the bar. And notice he's not able to recover his key. Because I was able to clear as a result. Oh my god, does he only have one leg? That's kind of a cool enemy design. He's very, very mobile. Despite having. What have you done, sir? Have you taken me to your realm? Oh, I'm hurt. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, I'm doing fire damage. Am I in hell? Oh, I'm on fire. Please. Oh. Well, that didn't go great. Oh, he only has one eye and some kind of weird tusks. Beaten by Ipodopta. It tells you the name of who's killed you. What was the name of that? Ipon-Datara? Wow. Alright, that's a new kind of yokai. He's very hard to dodge. And the other thing is that yokai cloud that sits on the ground, that limits your movement. So you want to try to cleanse those out, because if you don't, not only do you slow, but your key recovery happens much more slowly as well. So just something to keep in mind. Now you see I was able to get one there. That land and then move, though, I've got to be careful about that because it looks like his attack is done. And in actuality, he's got a little more. See, there it is. All right, again, got to learn the moves. Bless it, though. All right. Able to tank some hits thanks to that, fortunately, but need to get a lot more damage done. You'll notice I'm just trying to go crazy while he's unable to recover. And now he's got his shield back. I'm not sure what the hell this realm thing is. This dude's tough. And because I'm in here, my recovery is pretty low. And you can't do anything to clear it. It seems like he makes the whole room that grab. Yep, he got me, and all I needed was one more hit. That's tough. He's tough. Let's give him another go. God, my thing is like on him. It's a bad start. Definitely a bad start. It's interesting they give you your health back in full, though. I think I'm going to try to wait a little bit until I go to the yokai realm. Seems like he doesn't do that till he's worse on health. And I'm kind of learning his moves at this point. So now I'm going to go ahead. Because it means he's already weak, and I can wail on him when he can't do anything about it. I'm not sure how my stamina is. But see, this is much better because I can tank the hits from him. And instead, I do like that they let you turn this off now. I'm trying to turn it off. There we go. Oh, what is that thing? Take the core? What does that do? I've never seen a soul core. That's a new feature to the game. Well, anyway, we've obtained that. I guess I'll look. There's like an entry added. I got many things here. A righteous jasper. A precious stone, mysterious light. Grows in the soil of the battlefield. Is born in the blood. Used, a benevolent grave will be placed where you're standing. Okay, so that's your soapstone. A yokai weapon. It's imbued with corruption, allowing it to deal additional key damage and to build up the corruption effect on those it's used against. Enemies inflicted with it receive increased key and yokai force damage, of which a portion is absorbed by their attacker. When you inflict damage on an enemy with a yokai weapon, your sentience gauge will build up. When it fills up completely, you achieve an awakened state during which your weapon's power will be enhanced. Yo, that's pretty complicated. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but I thought it seemed like I could get hurt by it. I'll equip it out here, maybe. Just to mess around. And then I also just want to change my Seniate. I imagine those are heavy, comparatively, but all good. Okay. God, that thing is crazy looking, though. I'm gonna go say... Well, I guess I could look ahead to make sure they're not gonna hook me up with anything here. But I imagine I'm gonna need to go save. A summoner's candle, I think, lets you get your shit back for cheap. Oh yeah, I'm going down and in. I need to before I proceed, definitely go go level up. So let's go do that, and then we'll test out what this new weapon does. You really get off the ladder with some pizzazz. I noticed back there, by the way. That little flip. The Way of the Samurai, indeed. Did you play any Sekiro, Addison? Soul cores were purified by praying at a shrine and can now be attuned. They can be selected by Change Guardian Spirit. Display simplified notifications hereafter. Okay. No idea what you are. Oh. Interesting. Let's go with strength and stamina. Oh, still only one. Okay. We're getting up there. Levels aren't free anymore. Alright, so now we get to see what this thing is. So it's building up my sentience gauge. Still not sure what it means. Blood is accruing on the weapon, though, I notice. Is this a spear type? Like, what am I fighting with? Is it costing me key? Oh, okay, so now he has that build-up. I don't know what it means, but I want to achieve awakening. That's my new goal, my new purpose in this world. Does the yokai return? Please tell me no. I didn't consider that in this plan. Oh, and I'm out of pellets. Cool, no healing. I forgot you have to farm your healing items in this game. It does not return. But the door doesn't stay open either. That's interesting. And the chest isn't open. It's like it didn't save. Oh, because I didn't take that. Okay, I understand. Look at this dismount. Oh, it's, I guess more of like a little toss of the legs. Okay. Excuse me? What are you, you extremely cute little purple cape wearing Kodama? Are you evil? Are you a Kodama? Excuse me. What's happening? Are you wearing a skull? It's a purple Kodama wearing a skull. It seems as though it wants something. What, though? Do you want me to hit you with this? Oh. Did it just hit me back? Unbelievable. I'm leaving it. What are you, though? I don't like anything about how this looks. And its status bar was a little purple bar rather than a green stamina bar. Is that typical on yokai, maybe? I really could use elixirs, by the way. Is it that I have one and don't realize it? Yeah, I have elixirs. Set as shortcut, top. I guess I had just run out. Or did I change menus somehow? I did. I changed menus on accident. Understand. I don't like you. I don't like you. I do want to know what that purple bar means under this health. Guide put him on a shrine. What's up, little man? It's a lovely bowl you have on your head. May you have all the cereals. Alright, nothing here. Cool vista coming out, though. I don't know if that's everywhere I've been or everywhere I'm going. I mean, it's obviously where I'm going, but have I already been up there for a little bit? Oh, and do we have one of the turtles? If I'm not mistaken, this is our crystal lizard. It's an annoying turtle who runs like a madman, and I'm gonna get it. He fights. He fights back. I think that's new. Please don't go far. You're so dead. And he gives you a lot of good loot. So, definitely worth it. Well, I say good loot. He gives you a lot of loot. Lone Wolf Sunyate. Okay, there we go. I got something good there. An heirloom. Is it better or worse? No, it's worse. So even the purple gear is worse. We are making progress, however, and we will continue to do so. Hey, are we back at the shrine? Or is this a new shrine? Okay, so now they have secondary shrines within the game. That's new. I think. No, I guess there were like checkpoint shrines midway through a level. I lied. Alright, I continue to neglect body even though I die repeatedly. Call that what you will, but I am who I am. Change Guardian Spirit. Oh, they let you already do that a little bit. I don't have the correct stats to do so, but you could, in theory, do that. No kick down ladder yet. That's locked, obviously. Knew that one before I started. I really want to achieve awakening. Alright, so we're about to have to fight a big bad. I just want to see what's in here first. Yeah, because I don't want to fight big bad and this little clown. These guys freak me out because I haven't been hit by anything yet, but I feel like they're the kind, if you get lazy enough, they're going to jump and pull your eyeballs out or some shit like that. So, alright, what do you do? Is this thing good against yokai or nah? Where is it? Is it just a realm, but nothing in it? This new cloud that, like, isn't just a circle, but is instead an entire area is a little scary. I've passed into, like, a full yokai realm. Which is, intimidating, to say the least. Because it means my key recovery is going to be weak. But notice my weapon. What is on that chest? I'm going to fuck these guys up first, though. See? See? What's happening? Did I just see a giant one? Yeah, what's that guy doing? Spitting his crazy shit at me. Hello, sir. What are you doing? Please stop it. Oh, he's enough. He's enough. He's a pill and a half. Oh my sweet Jesus. It's too much. This is too much happening. Nope. Yeah, that's too much. There's nothing that can be done there. Cut down by Yoki. That thing drooling. All that. It's too much. It's not my scene. Look at it saying proceed to the tutorial. Excuse me? Don't act like I need a tutorial. Alright. Let's re-enter the realm. I don't want to go so far as to awaken... I mean, we can wake Big Daddy, but I don't want to wake Big Daddy. Because that's silly. Now, one thing I would like to try this time, since I got my shit back, is figure out why this treasure chest is so horrifying. Looks like the face sucker from Alien is on it. Can I hit that? Oh, so I'm gonna have to clear the realm in order to get into that chest. Fine. So it seems like if I let them go long enough, they become that guy, which is actually similar to an enemy from 1. I can't see anything right now. Yep. The inability to recover your key is no joke. But I want to try to stay aggressive because otherwise I believe it lets them morph into that larger version, which I'm even less into, frankly. So, something to keep in mind there. Hello. Why? What are you doing? Stop it. Alright, we're gonna let my key build up. Oh, I've achieved awakening, though. I don't know what it means, but I've done it. Can I do it again? Please stop throwing your shit at me. Alright, I think the patience game paid off there. It seems as though... What is that? Oh, I got a Gaki soul core. Let's go. It seems like it paid off. What's back here, though? More badness? There's just bad shit everywhere up here. I don't like those. I remember this. This is an old enemy type. I don't know also what Awakening is doing for me. Seems like mostly nothing so far, though. Also, a death blow that doesn't actually kill your enemy is not a very satisfying death blow. There's a big bad still waiting. I know that for certain. Yep, there he is. I'd appreciate it if you would stop grabbing me. You're buttered toast. I've broken your horn, which seems to mess you up just as bad as it did in Nioh 1. So, alright. We've got a handle on them. It's just a matter of once you get a feel for the movesets, and now we've apparently cleared the area of the Blight. Oh, I forgot I can clear this. Oh, now I've done Awakening. Stupid. How do I turn it off? Well, I've awoken the power of my weapon now that I can't use it, so. And I can access these chests. The loot is all mine. Okay, we're going to do this one as well. And then, I guess that's kind of your own way of progress. I think by killing that guy, it should mean that I'm all good going forward. I think that's where we're going to go ahead and stop the alpha for now, but that doesn't mean it's the end. I'll put up a part 2 of the First Impressions alpha gameplay tomorrow, so be sure to come back if you want to see more as this proceeds. Check out the boss fights and see what else Nioh 2 alpha has up its sleeves. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button or the like button. Both help out immensely, and we hope you've enjoyed your time here at MurrOtter, and I hope to see you again soon.